Hello friends, English Intermediate first passage. Get ready. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 15th annual general meeting of your company. The director's report and the audited statement of accounts for the year under review have been with you for some time now, and with your permission, I shall take them as read. I am proud to announce that your company has completed a decade of excellent performance. During this period, your company has achieved tremendous progress and is now occupying an eminent position among the best in the industry today. This growth among the best has been made possible due to our commitment to quality and excellence in service even during difficult times. The continued support from the shareholders and the investing public has helped the employees commit themselves to achieve this impressive growth. During this year also, your company has achieved significant growth. The net profit of your company has also increased when compared to last year. The fixed deposit mobilization campaign of your company was a total success, and the deposits revealed an all-time record of rupees 500 lakhs. In appreciation of the excellent results, the board of directors have recommended a dividend of 30% on all equity shares. The Reserve Bank of India had introduced certain regulatory measures on the operation of non-banking finance companies last year. This is a very welcome measure, and I am glad to report that we have fully complied with these regulations. The non-banking finance companies play a key role in the country's economic activity by helping in mobilizing deposits from the public. The organized sector of non-banking financial companies conform to the discipline and transparency expected by the Reserve Bank of India. However, unfortunately, the aggressive practice of the companies in the unorganized sector who resort to offering high rate of interest has brought a bad name to companies in this line of business and has created apprehension in the minds of policymakers. The result is that the Reserve Bank has clubbed all the non-banking financial institutions together in according a lower priority for financial support. Instead of trying to restrict credit to the companies in organized sector, the Reserve Bank should formulate a policy to cover companies in unorganized sector also, so that they follow the regulation relating to deposit mobilization and transparency in reporting. The Reserve Bank of India has announced certain policies which give freedom to the banking sectors to fix interest rates on long-term deposit. We have made a request to the Reserve Bank to extend similar facilities to the non-banking companies also which are engaged in asset financing. The momentum of the economic growth achieved in the immediate past is likely to continue. During the year, the country's economy witnessed impressive growth rate over the previous year. In addition to the encouraging export earning, and a new high in industrial production. The monsoon this year, though delayed, was good. This has given hopes of good agriculture output, which has a great effect on the economy of the country. The reform also helped in containing inflation rate at a single digit level, which augurs well for the growing middle income population. If the economic reforms have to continue successfully, the government should accelerate development of infrastructure facilities like road, railways, etc. As inadequate development of these basic facilities will have adverse effect on your economy. And I am also pleased to inform you that your company is making the best use of the boom in the automobile industry by venturing into hire purchase business of cars from the current year. In short, it is my proud privilege to assure you all that due to the enlightened policies followed by your company and the reforms of the government and the resultant international trade, we will continue our success story in the years to come. In conclusion, I would like to place on record our sincere thanks to our parent company and their staff for their confidence in us. I also wish to place on record our appreciation for the excellent work done by our employees and staff who have given their fullest cooperation in achieving this significant growth during this year. Sir, we acknowledge the receipt of your inquiry dated 5th August regarding our various new products and thank you for the same. As desired by you, we are enclosing herewith a copy of our latest catalog and price list which gives you all the details. These goods have been in the market for over 3 months now, and the initial response from the trade and the customers are encouraging. These goods have been priced at lowest without any compromise on quality. We are sure you would find them highly competitive and they are the best when compared with similar products available in the market at present. We are able to keep our costs low due to the fact that our products are well known in the market, and this enables us to keep our advertisement and also promotion expenses at the barest minimum. We are in this field for the past 2 decades and have earned very good reputation, and our goods have a ready market and are fast moving. The price mentioned does not include extra charges. Freight and insurance will have to be borne by you. However, as a special case, we bear the transportation expenses for every purchase above rupees 10,000. If the transactions are made on cash, you will get a discount of 5% since limited stocks are there. We advise you to place your orders immediately to avoid any disappointment. They will be disposed of on first come first served basis. We request you kindly to settle the bills for the supplies made by us during the last month. For your ready reference, we are sending here with a statement giving details of pending bills. We look forward to receive your full cooperation and patronage at all time. We remain thanking you, yours faithfully.